In this video, we're going to be multiplying special polynomials. In 1, it says multiply 3x minus 2 times 3x plus 2. So we're going to FOIL. So we have first terms is 3x times 3x is 9x squared. Then we have 3x times 2 is 6x. And negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. And negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. And we have a 6x minus a 6x, so they're going to cancel each other out, and we're left with 9x squared minus 4. And then it asks, what do you notice about the signs and the factors? If we look at the signs, we have a minus sign in between the terms of our first binomial, and we have a plus sign in between the terms of the second binomial, so we have opposite signs. In 2, it says multiply 3x plus 2 times 3x plus 2. And when we do this, we have first terms, 9x squared. Multiplying our outer terms, we're going to have 3x times 2 is 6x. Our inner terms is 2 times 3x is 6x. And 2 times 2 is 4. And when we combine our like terms, we get 9x squared plus 12x plus 4. And then they ask, how do the factors differ from those in problem 1? Well, we have the same signs in our factors now. We have two plus signs. And then it asks, how does the answer differ from that in problem 1? And the answer differs because we have a middle term. In 3, we have multiply 3x minus 2 times 3x minus 2. So when we multiply our first terms together, we get 9x squared. And then our outer terms, 3x times negative 2, negative 6x. The inner terms, negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. And we have negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. And when we combine our like terms, we get 9x squared minus 12x plus 4. And then they ask, how do the factors differ from those in problem 2? And they differ because the terms are subtracted inside our binomials. And then they ask, how does the answer differ from that in problem 2? And they differ because the middle term is now negative. And now they give us a box on the difference of two squares and perfect square trinomials. Difference of two squares is similar to the first example where we had a plus sign and a minus sign and there was no middle term. So if we have a plus b times a minus b, that's equal to a squared minus b squared. And then we have two perfect square trinomials. A plus b times a plus b is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, and a minus b times a minus b is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. In 4, it wants us to categorize the special binomial, then multiply. And we have 7x plus 4y squared, and we could say that this is going to be a perfect square trinomial, or PST, and a perfect square trinomial with a positive sign. So we have a plus b squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So then we can say that 7x plus 4y squared is equal to, now in our problem, a is equal to 7x, b is equal to 4y. So we're going to have a squared, 7x squared, plus 2 times 7x times 4y, plus b squared, 4y squared. And this gives us 7 squared is 49 times x squared, plus We have 2 times 4 is 8, 8 times 7 is 56, and we have one factor of x and one factor of y, plus 4 squared is 16, and then we have a y squared. Now we have 7x plus 4y times 7x minus 4y. And in this problem, we have the difference of two squares. We have same terms in our binomial, opposite signs, and this is going to be a plus b times a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. And our a and our b terms are the same as they were in example A. So we're going to have 7x plus 4y times 7x minus 4y is equal to 7x squared minus 4y squared, and this is equal to 49x squared minus 16y squared. And in C, we have x plus 3 times x minus 3 all squared. So inside the brackets, we have the difference of two squares. So this is going to be equal to, we have x squared is our a squared term, and minus b squared, and b is 3, so we're going to have 3 squared is 9. So this was the difference of two squares. And now, in order to have x squared minus 9 squared, we're going to have a perfect square trinomial, and this is equal to a squared, and a in this case is x squared, so we have x squared squared, and we have a minus sign here, so we're going to have minus 2 times a, which is x squared, times b, which is 9, plus b squared. And this was the perfect square trinomial. And this is equal to x squared squared is x to the fourth. And then we have minus 2 times 9 is 18 times x squared plus 9 squared is equal to 81. And that's our video on multiplying special polynomials.